Hey everyone, Rarity Dash here, time for another My Little Pony Friendship with Magic Season 7 blind commentary. And today I'm looking at episode 24 of Season 7, the final one before the two-part season finale. Title is Uncommon Bond. Now, that title, well, uncommon is a synonym for rare, so rarity episode, I can hope? Though that's probably wishful thinking. It's kind of a bit of a stretch for the pun. So maybe it just involves something uncommon or a particular bond between two ponies. Not really sure who, but like maybe two that we wouldn't normally think about together, and that's why it's uncommon. Though, yeah, I really don't know where else to go with that. But yeah, I do know who the writers are, and it's Josh Haber and Kevin Lappin. And it's an interesting combination, one who's been around for a while now, and one who's brand new. Lappin wrote Honest Apple, which I think most of us agreed wasn't very good. The awesome meme of Rarity playing the guitar side. And also, he wrote To Change a Changeling, which other people seem to like more than I did. I thought it could have been done better, though I didn't hate it. So, yeah, that considered, I think this might actually be a good combination, giving Lappin someone a bit more experienced with the show to work with. Though, yeah, I guess we'll see. Don't really have anything else to say, so let's just go ahead and get this started. Okay, and here we go. And Starlight. Starlight episode? That's almost as good as the Rarity episode.
Excuse me, when does the noon train from the Crystal Empire arrive?
Yeah.
Right. Sorry. I'm just a little excited because my friend Sunburst is coming. He's my old
Starlight's
friend.
adorable.
I mean, we've known each other practically forever. We have tons in common.
So Sunburst.
We both love magic,
It's been a while.
Games and jokes.
Final.
Really, now that I think about it, there isn't a pony
Wow.
in all of Equestria I have more in common with.
Final's a good listener. They didn't hear a word. So that's definitely crystal ponies, but no Sunburst. Interesting.
Starlight?
Oh, there he is. He just
Sunburst!
got off the train
made it!
without her noticing.
Of course. I'd been looking
Though he
forward
is
to
a
this
wizard,
for a long
so
time.
yeah, makes sense.
Whoa, how long are you staying?
Just a little reading for the train.
Same old Sunburst. It's gonna be so great spending time together, just like old times. You and me doing the stuff we like, games, magic.
Antiquing.
What?
Oh,
Antiquing. You know I like antiquing.
not an antiquer, Starlight?
Of course. Historical knickknacks, ancient relics. Oh, you are so lucky. Ponyville is Antique Central.
Is it now?
It is?
How have we never talked about this? We are going antiquing, and you are gonna love it.
Okay.
Aw.
Let's drop your stuff off at the castle first.
Sure.
I like that reaction. Gonna give it a try. Wow.
We may need to make a few trips.
Is he planning on staying, or does he just travel the same way Rarity does?
My little pony, my little pony.
Probably the latter, because I think he's pretty committed to the Crystal Empire and his role with Flurry Heart and all that.
Until you are shared its magic with me. Big adventure, tons of fun. A beautiful heart, faithful and strong. Sharing kindness, it's an easy feat. And
Magic makes it all complete.
do you know you are my
Very best friends.
This is so great! Who knew I'd be the one showing you the cool sights of Ponyville?
I'm a little surprised.
Yeah, Starlight's not as into it.
Wow! What a difference between the molded bricks and the extruded ones, right?
Come on, Starlight, you like kites.
Oh! Check out all these chandeliers! Sometimes the crystals have magical properties.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah?
How do you... Sunburst!
Bring magic into it, and
Glad you're
then
here.
might get her interest.
In the antique store?
In Ponyville. Starlight's really
Yeah, Twilight is
cool
definitely more the
here.
antiquing type.
Though I'm glad you're in the antique store, too. I'm usually the only one.
There we go.
That's crazy! Who doesn't like antiquing, right?
Right. Ooh, look! An ancient map of Equestria made by the mighty Helm!
Without
Mighty Helm.
unicorn magic or Pegasus flight, the Earth ponies of the Mighty Helm were able to map the entire coast of Equestria.
That's pretty cool. Be impressed, Starlight. It's history. So, Twilight gonna steal Sunburst away? Is that what this is about? I think I kind of actually like that ship better. Wow.
You don't have to pretend to like all this stuff.
What? No! I do like it! I mean, if you like it, I like it.
Aw.
Besides, we've almost looked at everything, right? Oh,
Yeah!
to see the saddle
Of
Meridian
course.
vanity.
Gonna be a lot more.
This shop looked a lot smaller from the
I think most stuff in Ponyville does. Kind of weird because Starlight was all willing to give Maud and her rocks a chance, but this is too much for her.
That goes well with this ancient phoenix feather quill. We could write to each other. Pen pal! I really like this old-timey barrel.
Actually, the stuff I bought is inside the barrel, but I can't wait to see what it is.
Wait, you don't know what you bought?
It's a blind buy.
Oh.
Sometimes shops
Gonna have an
busy with
unboxing?
everything, so
Or
they
unbarreling?
open up a box or barrel and sell it without knowing what's inside.
Yeah, it's
Buying
a
one is sort of like a treasure hunt.
pretty
Once I
popular
found the
thing these
first
days.
edition History of Equestria in the original old Ponish.
Flight for
Ponish.
flight.
Just go find Trixie, Starlight.
Old Ponish saying, reward prefers risk. It loses something in the translation.
Wow.
Why don't we look through this stuff later?
Yeah, what do you want to do, Starlight?
Well, I don't know if you're gonna remember this, but...
Is this?
Dragon Pit! I remember that game. You two used to play it?
Pretty much any time we weren't working on magic. I can't believe you found a copy.
Oh,
Sunburst
this is
was
cute.
so excited whenever his dragon got trapped, he knocked the whole board over. That's adorable.
Well, it's an exciting game, but I have a little more control over my horn now.
Huh? Cool.
Uh-oh, some pony's dragon's gonna get trapped.
Oh.
Doesn't seem so exciting to me.
Oh. Good job, Twilight.
Huh, I guess it is adorable.
I hope you're enjoying your visit so far.
Are you kidding? I mean, first antiquing, and then spending time with Twilight?
Oh.
Yeah, she's pretty great.
Right? I mean, I know she's a princess, but I never
Just
thought
let
she'd
it
be so
happen,
fun to just
Starlight.
hang out
You have
with.
better options.
Well, she is the princess of friendship.
Right. I guess that makes sense.
So, tomorrow I thought...
I suppose I'm just surprised at how well we get along. I don't have much in common with most ponies.
You two are pretty similar. I don't know many ponies who are fluent in Old Ponish.
Exactly! Oh, I probably have more in common with Twilight than any pony in Equestria.
Wow. And,
Right.
of course, he's completely clueless,
Anyway,
not reading the signs.
Ponyville might be small, but there's a lot to do. Maybe we should ask Twilight what she recommends we see.
Sure.
Great. Good night, Starlight.
Good night.
Aw.
Knock, knock!
Oh, hi, Starlight. Is it morning already?
Yep. Maybe a bit early, but like you said,
Yeah.
there's a lot to see in Ponyville.
Right. Okay.
Plus, I couldn't really sleep. I just kept thinking about all the stuff we have in common and how much fun we'll have today.
Great. Is Twilight up yet?
Actually, I'm pretty sure she's busy with princess stuff today.
Oh.
Aw.
But I've got a full day of stuff planned. Just you and me.
Great. Would you mind turning around or preferably leaving the room so I could get changed?
Oh, right. Sorry.
I don't think that's really that big a deal with
Genuine
ponies.
Sweet Apple Acres apple tree.
Huh?
Because we used to drink so much apple juice as foals?
I don't remember that.
Really? I mean, it was all we drank. Here, try an apple. I bet that'll jog your memory.
Oh.
Oh! Ow.
Oh.
Trixie?
Okay.
What are you doing here?
I often
She does show up.
leave the orchard to practice new feats of amazement.
Oh. Still doing that.
I fell asleep.
Wow.
Oh, well, Sunburst and I were just catching up, so...
I don't suppose the two of you want to see a never-before-witnessed magical marvel.
Sure.
Why not?
Behold, visiting friend from Starlight's past, and be amazed by the great and powerful and current best friend of Starlight, Trixie!
Oh. That was a look.
I give you the unicorn escape. Twist and the great and powerful Trixie requires a little assistance.
I know this trick. There's a special link, but I could never hold the chain up long enough to find it.
We're gonna. No.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, if I could do magic like that, I'd have a whole slew of new tricks at my disposal.
I
Well,
always liked
yeah.
basic magic because I knew I could do it if I just practiced enough.
Oh. And now this is happening. Wow. Yeah. Now Starlight's gonna get jealous in a different way. Kind of reverse it a little bit. Oh.
Starlight, why
Just
didn't you tell
so
me
done
how
with
much
this.
Sunburst and I had in common.
Gee, I don't know. I know Trixie's magic.
Oh, are we gonna see Maud now?
Fun, but the mirror pool is actual
Oh,
magic.
this is the mirror pool.
Whoa! This place is pure pony lore.
Yep. I mean,
It's been a while since we've been here. I thought it was sealed off.
I guess I shouldn't have broken the seal to get in.
Ah,
You
that
wanted to see the
explains
sights of
that.
Ponyville, right?
So Pinkie Pie just dove in and made copies of herself?
Mm-hmm. If we made copies of ourselves, we could get a year's worth of hanging out over in one day.
I don't know if this is a good idea. Yeah.
Do you hear that?
And that's gonna be Maud, because this looks like it would be connected to
Not
her
exactly.
cavern. Yeah.
Maud, how did you get in here?
This cavern's actually connected to mine.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Tapping.
Maud isn't super chatty. I mean, you and I could sit around and talk all day, but she looks pretty busy.
Are you taking some kind of core sample?
Not exactly. I'm uncovering this section of strata for closer study.
And of course.
You might want to step back. I'm studying this area's metamorphic.
Foliation. Is this nice phyllite or slate? Wow, the pressure above must be pretty uniform to get the planar fabric to be this consistent.
You know about geology?
I dabble. For example, by the speleothems in this cave, I kind of figured there was another way out.
Because of the calcite deposits.
Wow. This is interesting. Kind of says a lot about Starlight, really, and the sort of ponies she attracts.
Starlight? Where's Sunburst? Doing stage magic with Trixie. Studying new rocks with Maud. You're here, so I guess you two aren't off translating some ancient old Ponish text. What are you talking about? Why would Sunburst be doing any of that? I thought he came to Ponyville to see you. I thought so too, but it hasn't worked out that way. When we were foals, we had more in common than any two ponies in Equestria. But now it seems like he's got more in common with my friends than he does with me. Oh, every pony changes, but that doesn't mean there aren't still things you both like. You both love magic, right? Magic? Sure, you're really good at it, and Sunburst practically knows every spell that ever was. You're right! Thanks, Twilight. You're the best!
Aw.
I try.
Starlight?
That was adorable.
What happened? Maud and I found some fascinating sedimentary stratum, but when I turned to show you, you were gone.
Maud does have a way of making rocks really interesting, but I wanted to work on something a little more us.
What's this?
Just a little something I made up.
Whoa! You made up this spell? Just now?
Yeah,
Oh, this will be interesting. And, writing new magic, wings win.
I know, right? But wait, there's more.
Okay, that's interesting.
Cool, right?
Sure.
Now we can play Dragon Pit, just like we used to.
Actually, I thought we could go with Maud and...
I mean, nothing was better than just playing this game when we were fools, right?
Starlight.
Do you want to be red or blue?
Starlight's gone a little
Starlight!
bit.
I don't want to play the game at all!
Little bit overboard again.
What's going on in here? Nothing. I was trying to have fun doing the one thing I thought we still had in common. But I guess we don't even have that anymore.
I don't understand. Starlight and I have known each other since we were foals, but that doesn't mean we have to be foals to hang out.
Starlight does have a tendency to overdo.
Yeah.
I mean, it is surprising how well I get along with all of her friends, but she and I still have tons in common.
Maybe you just need to remind her what those things are.
That's it! That's exactly what I'll do. Right after I think of them.
Uh-oh.
Obviously, you and I hit it off. I am quite impressive. And we share
Yes.
lots of prestidigitation.
Right. And Starlight and I share a lot of things too. I just need to think of them. What else do you guys have in common?
Well, we both made not so great choices in the past. And we're self-conscious about every pony judging us, even though we've both changed and are trying hard to be better.
Yeah, we don't really have that.
I can think of something you have in common. You're both poor practice audiences.
Yeah.
Starlight and I don't really have a lot in common, other than feeling different from most ponies. And comedy.
Mm-hmm.
Comedy?
I'm very funny.
Well, it's more than I can think of that she and I have in common.
We don't really spend that much time talking about that, though. Mostly we're just comfortable around each other.
We used to be. We did everything together. But now I'm wondering if we've spent so much time apart that we don't connect over anything anymore. And if we can't connect over anything, then maybe we're not even friends.
Well, at least it's not serious. That was a joke.
I love
I
Maud
appreciate you trying
so
to help,
much.
Twilight, but it seems pretty clear that Sunburst and I have grown apart.
I
Well.
understand, but I feel like that only happens if you both let it. You still want to be friends, right?
I created a spell so we could relive playing a game in our childhood home and bodies.
Right.
Yeah.
Just not sure Sunburst wants to stay friends too.
I think you might be surprised.
Prepare yourself.
For the new and improved Dragon Pit!
Oh.
We had to take out a few spaces
Okay.
to get it to fit, but you hardly missed them. Maud made the dice.
Pumice is the lightest igneous rock. It seemed the best choice.
Mm-hmm.
And I added the special effects. There's nothing like a little well-placed magic smoke.
Looks like some pony's dragon is gonna get trapped. I thought you didn't want to play this game.
Well, I didn't want to pretend to be a foal, but I know you wanted to play. I thought it'd be fun to play a version big enough for full-grown ponies. What do you think? Fun, right?
Actually, it's missing something.
Nice.
Now it's fun.
Okay, Lyra and Bonbon. Off to the Crystal
I don't know
Empire
why
together, I
I'm
guess.
so worried about us not having anything in common.
Yeah, I kind of think it doesn't matter as long as we enjoy each other's company.
And that game was certainly enjoyable.
What made it even better was getting to play it with all my friends.
Aw. Come on, Maud. You too. It's an interesting group
See
hug.
you soon?
You bet. I want to hear if you find anything interesting in that barrel.
Trust me, Starlight. You'll be the first to know.
Oh, okay. Is that setting up our finale? That was pretty ominous. That was a really good episode. I mean, Starlight episodes pretty much always are, but I like that one. Okay. Yeah, great episode here. I really enjoyed it, and I feel like it was a necessary episode for Starlight's character. It really connected well with what we've seen in the past and touched on things that needed to be touched on, because this is sort of where it all started with her and Sunburst. She had this sort of possessiveness about her for him, and that's kind of why she had the insane overreaction she did when she felt like he was being taken away from her. And it kind of led to her going down that dark anti-cutie mark path, and all that insanity. And while they had met up again, became friends again in the crystalling, we hadn't really touched so much on the core relationship between the two. So it's good to finally do that. And it is kind of a mess of a relationship. Starlight, they're both oblivious, but in different ways, and it kind of I know a lot of people ship it, but I think there's kind of too much between them at this point for it to ever really work. And that said, it's interesting how the ponies that Starlight is currently close to sort of have reflections of Sunburst to them, and that was kind of pointed out. And that's kind of an interesting thing psychologically, that these are the sort of ponies that Starlight has ended up attracting. And I don't mean that in a shippy way necessarily, but yeah, just that have sort of gravitated towards her. Because that's just kind of interesting to think about. Because they're all in their own ways kind of like Sunburst, but then kind of not. And they have like similar things that they get obsessive about, and it was cool to see. And I don't think I'm gonna be all about any of the new potential Sunburst ships, but I mean, her and Twilight, that was pretty adorable. If any of them, yeah, that's the one that I could say maybe. If if I was compelled to list a favorite straight Twilight ship, I'd maybe go with that. Though, I don't know. I'd have to think about it. But yeah, it's just interesting to see how these different relationships reflect on each other and really reflect back on Sunburst and on Starlight, really, too. And just to think about how we've really got to this point with her. And it was just good to see all of her friends in the same episode. And it was neat. It was a cool episode to really, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I think I lost a coherent point. But it was a good episode. And Sunburst, I think this is actually his strongest showing yet. I was never all that sold on him as a character, to be honest. I mean, he was okay in the Crystalline, he was likable, and I enjoyed the back and forth between him and Starlight there. It was actually the highlight of that episode. But I think this is the first one where I really liked him as a character. I really enjoyed him as a character. And I think, yeah, he's a welcome part of this new group of friends I think that's forming. And speaking of which, really glad to see more of Trixie and Maud. They were great. Maud in particular just cracks me up because she's just awesome. Just an amazing character. And of course Trixie. Gotta love the Trixie. Though yeah, it was just good to see. I kind of was hoping for some Trixie and Maud interactions, but maybe that'll come eventually. I would like to see the whole throwaway line about Trixie going to the rock farm addressed eventually, because that would have meant they knew each other. But that might end up forgotten by everyone except for the fans. I don't know. Anyway, all we got left is the finale, and I'm looking forward to that. I think we kind of got a hint, or at least a lead-in to the finale there at the very end of this episode. For the finale, I am considering doing it with Facecam again. I didn't for the Season 6 finale, but I did for the Season 5. And when I did it for the Season 5, it didn't really go very well. I had a terrible setup, and it led to a rather, just not ideal finished video, just because the camera kind of slanted over and I was out of frame partially, and it just... I wasn't, as it turned out, so much embarrassed by actually putting my face out there as I was by how the video was just poor. And this time I think I have a better setup, so I'm thinking I might try it again. But, I don't know. Let me know if you'd like to see it with face cam, and I will definitely consider it. I think I probably am, though. I mean, yeah, still not completely committed to it. And if something does come up like it might, then we'll have to see. So yeah, let me know what you think of that, and also hope you liked the commentary. Let me know if you did, and see you in the next one.